Hello, and welcome to the Irish Streaming Network presented by Smith Bell Homes. I'm Caleb Howell alongside Jeffrey Wood as we get ready to talk about the upcoming football game this Friday against Marshall County. Jeffrey, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so first, how big was it last last 2 weeks to get two big wins against teams that accounted for the last 5 state championships?
Well, starting off with Fulton, since we've lost to them for the past 2 years, Coach Matthews has really led the team to victory against them. I think that the main thing was probably the play calling. The play calling was a really big issue for us in the second, third quarter, and then we started picking it back up. But we scored back to back. Josh Brown, a really good back for us. That's a comeback. He's a really young guy, so he'll still be here after I graduate.
All right. Looking forward to this week against Marshall County. They've got some very talented guys on the outside that play receiver.
Yeah.
Their quarterback's Mr. Football finalist. How is the defensive secondary preparing to take care of the task at hand?
Well, we're preparing with the number 7. I think his number 7. The guy's Mr. Football finalist, the quarterback. He's got a really good arm, but he can't really throw it too far. So a lot of his stuff is really short range kind of throws. We've been watching a lot of film. Number 4, I don't know his name, but he's really fast, real quick, wide receiver slot, and then he runs kind of like I do on like outside zone and not really much so inside.
All right. Obviously we're coming back home for the semifinal game.
Yeah.
How big is that, as this is going to be the game that if we win we get to go to state? How big is it having the home crowd back?
Well, I think that it's a big advantage for us since we don't have to go all the way down there. So I think it's nice to have it down here. And since we've won on the road, but the only thing I think about I was thinking about last night is we've been on the road every single time and we've been doing well. So I think it'll be a little bit of a challenge, and because I think that people are really going to be like nervous about winning because we have to win to go to state, and since we haven't been there since 2008, and everybody's going to be looking at us to beat them. So I just think that it'll be a challenge also, as well as a good thing for us to be home.
All right, and you are the team's leading rusher this season.
Yeah.
What have you done in practice to prepare yourself to come up with some good numbers?
Well, I mean, just like Coach Brown always says, do every play correctly, do it 100%, and every time we run the ball, we run 6 to 10 yards every time, full speed, and it just really helps. We have a lot of drills that we do, a lot of cutbacks and whatnot, and that's what I'm good at, and that's what makes me. Whenever I get out in spaces, when I do well. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Jeffrey, for taking some time to be with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. I'm Caleb Howell with the Irish Streaming Network presented by Smith Bell Homes. Have a great day and go Irish.